D.I.Y. Auto School today. It's the night before Halloween, and we're working on this right here. Now, what this is, this is our 1968 Mustang. This car's been over here for a very, very long time. So long, I don't even know how long, but we're finally working on it. And what we're doing, and we're going to go look at the other side later. We're not doing it right now. But what I'm doing, I am removing everything on this side of the car. You can basically see what's going on here. Okay, how's it all going out there, everybody? How's our volume? We got good volume. Everybody can understand us. Give me a thumbs up. And what we're going to do is I'm going to finish removing this quarter panel from, okay, good. All right, so we're going to remove the rest of this quarter panel, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And what I've done so far, you can see, I've removed everything on this side of the car. We have the inner and outer fender wells. They were completely rotted. You can see that right there. Okay. This is the outer. This is the inner. This was completely rotted all the way through. You can see that. And I got some stuff down there that came off this car. We went ahead and removed the floor. That was completely rotted. Let's see if I can find a piece of that. I don't think I can. Hang on 1 second. There we go, right here. Okay. So this is our floor right here. And there we go. I can't throw that away. I'm glad I picked that up. I need that piece right there to put back on the vehicle once we put the other floor in. But you can see how rotted it is. So this is our Mustang. This is the famous, infamous Frankenstein Mustang from New Jersey. I've already got the other side completely done. We're going to look at that last. But let me get the quarter panel and I'll show you that too. Okay, so what we got here, this is the quarter panel that came off this car. This is the inside of it. You can kind of see what kind of action we got going on here. Hang on a minute. Okay, you kind of see the action we got going on, and it's not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. This quarter panel, look what somebody did right here. This was repaired back in the 70s, early 80s. This is brazed. This is bronze brazing rod, all right? Somebody must have took a used one and welded it in there, and then they hammered the shit out of it to fill it all in. So, yeah, that's some ingenious work right there, guys, right there. Wow. Okay. Let's get that piece of shit out of the way. Let's get back to what we're doing. So I hope everybody's having a great time. We were actually going to make a Halloween video, which I'm still going to do that for everybody out there that likes that kind of action. But I am going to do that here in a couple weeks. I just really don't have time right now. I've got a lot of shit going on in the shop here. I got my own fucking nightmares that I got to deal with. Right here is one of them. And I just really don't want to make one right now. I've been making a lot of live videos because I'm a one-man operation. And when you're doing this kind of shit and making videos and filming and everything else, I mean, it's a fucking rough life, guys. A rough life. But I'm trying to do what I can do to keep things going. So I thought, let's get a live video on here tonight. And then maybe during the week, I will film the Halloween video and then I'll post it. It really doesn't matter when I post it, so who gives a shit? It'll be posted. But what we're concentrating on tonight is, you can see I've been working on this, and I'm going to tell you, this is an all-day fucking job. What you're looking at is an all-day job. I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera, and then we're going to I'm just going to give a little gander so you can kind of see what's going on, people. This has been an all-day job removing all this right here. So that's it. Let's walk around here real quick like. We're going to go ahead and walk around. This side is done. Beautiful job. I worked on that all week long, off and on all week. And that quarter panel fit. I'm going to tell you, for an aftermarket quarter panel, that thing fit really, really awesome. It fit really good. I am very happy. I don't know what brand that is, but it fit really, really nice. So if we look inside the trunk, I don't know if you can see that. We got mini tubs. Let me go ahead and do that there. Okay, can everybody see? Okay, where's the mini? There it is over here. So there it is. So we went ahead and put a mini tub in here, and I got to do that on this other side here too. And this is the type of mini tub that we're going to use so we can put the factory interior into the car. Make sure that you watch the video on that. That said, if you own a Mustang and you're doing what I'm doing, you're going to definitely want to get those. Those are well worth the money that they cost and the labor to install them. So I'm making a detailed how-to video on this operation here. And I believe it's from a company called Mustangs of Fear. I believe that's what it is. You just got to watch the video, and it'll show you all that. I don't know when I'm going to post that, but it will be sometime soon. So now that we've done our little walk around and we've seen a little action, let's go ahead and back the camera up. And we got lead over here. We got to remove this lead. I'm going to kind of show you how I do it to remove it so we can get in there to remove the rest of this quarter panel. So I'm going to turn the camera. Hang on 1 second. Let me get all set up here. And this is why I don't like live videos. One of the reasons I just really don't like live action videos, but we're going to go with it. So, okay. So now we got the car. There we go. All right, how's everybody doing? Y'all doing okay out there? Happy Halloween. And I hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday. Next week is, I believe next week is daylight savings time, so we got to turn our clocks back 1 hour. But what we're going to do here is, I got a propane bottle. Let me get the rest of the tools I need. Okay, this will work right here. This is a wood chisel. It's an old wood chisel. And what I'm going to do is we were actually not going to do the whole quarter panel on this side. We were only going to do a partial quarter panel. But the problem we have is this right here. I don't want to stiff the guy and leave all this like that, if you know what I'm saying. So we have got to get our port 15 out, our POR 15. We got to clean all that metal up. We got to get that port 15. And if I would have went ahead and just put the lower half of the quarter pound, it would have been a nice operation. It would have done a good job. But the problem is, this car is from fucking New Jersey. It's from New York. We know there's surface rust throughout the son of a bitch. I've gotten all the surface rust out. We've had this thing sandblasted inside and out, except for right there. So that's why I'm actually putting a full quarter on this side. The other side actually needed a full quarter. There was no way out of it, and we had no, what can I say, no decision to say no. So what I got here is your typical propane bottle, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. And then we're gonna get this baby lit. And this fucking lighter doesn't work. Son of a bitch. Oh, I don't believe this. Fucking junk. Total fucking trash. I don't think, there we go. Okay. We got a light. We got it. We had it. Let me turn that on. Okay, look, there we go. Hey, we don't have enough. Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, that's what we need right there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear my floor out, and then we're gonna go ahead and heat this up. And we are going to actually melt. We're gonna melt the lead. There it comes. What we got to do, we got to get down in here. We got to remove this lead because the situation is we got to get to them spot welds and we got to remove those. So you can see what's going on. Now, when you're using a propane torch to do this with, it's not heating the metal up enough to actually warp it. What you're doing is you're heating it up, all right, to remove the lead. So, when you're using the torch, you don't have to worry about warping the metal. Here we are, way over here. See that? Look at that. There it is. You can see it running down. Okay, I forgot one tool. Let me get it, I'll be right back. What we want to do, we want to take that wire brush and we're going to heat that lead up. And we're just going to brush it clean. That's all we want to do. See that lead dripping, look at that. And now, I can locate my spot welds and I can drill them out and remove this old nasty rotted quarter panel out with no problem. There you go, right there. Look at that piece of shit. The only way to turn it off is you gotta take it off the bottle. What the fuck, right? Okay. Let's get the camera over there. I want to show you what that looks like up close. All right, let me get the camera down here. Like I said, this is a live video, live Saturday. I hope everybody out there is having a great day and having a lot of action going on tonight. Me, you see what's going on over here. I ain't going to stop till this bitch is done. I'm probably going to clean all that rotten rust up. I'm going to go ahead and put Pour 15 on it tonight so it'll be dry in a couple days. That's just life. You got to fucking work for what you want. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk for a minute. If I bore you, get the fuck out. But I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a lot of lazy ass son of a bitches out there in the world today. There's a lot of lazy asses that are getting unemployment money. They're getting disability money. They're getting, what do we call it? They're getting food stamps that don't fucking deserve it. All because of this bullshit crap that's been going on for the last year and a half, 2 years. All right? The world has become nothing but a lazy ass ball of yarn for the kitty cat to grab and play with. That's it. The city of Moab can't even get people to work. Many of the body shop girls running the U-Haul center over here. She's doing the U-Haul. We're seeing more people leave Moab, Utah than stay. More people are leaving Moab than they're coming in. It's bullshit. Moab's paying McDonald's over here in Moab. They're paying $20 fucking an hour, and they can't get nobody to work for them because they're too fucking lazy to get off their asses and fucking work. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments that I bitch and complain a lot. I bitch and complain a lot because I work my ass off. I got a lot of followers out there that do the same thing, that are proud in what they do to get it done. But you always got that one motherfucking smartass that's going to say, I'm tired of watching you. All you do is bitch and complain. You're fucking boring. Why don't you just do the fucking job and shut up? I am doing the job, bitch. Okay? I am doing the job. But I'm also thinking about our great, wonderful country, America, USA. They're talking about all these shortages. America has gotten so fucking lazy, America put themselves in a shortage. America, what is going on right now is because of you, the United States citizen that sits on your fucking ass and collects fucking money for free. Or scandalously tries to figure out how to get fucking free shit. Lazy ass motherfuckers, that's all it's about. And it's a crying shame. Let's get back to work over here. Sorry for hollering. I had to let it out. At least I let my action out. I don't hold all my, what can I say, fears and anxiety in. And if you, the viewer, if you, the fucking guy, the girl, whoever the fuck you are, stood up for yourself and talked for yourself, you would be a happier person in life. But instead, you're going to hide in the motherfucking closet. You're going to go down in mommy's basement. You're going to be a hater on the motherfucking YouTube because you're a bitch. That's what it is. You're a bitch. Let's get the camera up a little more. I want to come over here. And by using my heat, look what's going on. All right. Now I can take my magic marker and I can find my spot welds. Look at there. Okay. Now, this is the problem when you replace a full quarter panel. This is the issues that you have. All right. This is one of the main fucking problems is that the roof skin is on top of the quarter panel. So to get this quarter panel out properly, and this thing actually, it goes all the way over to here. I'm going to have to clean that off. But to get this off properly, we got to pry that quarter panel up. I'm sorry, we got to pry the roof up. Now what I'll do is now that I found my action, I'm going to take my cutting wheel and I'm going to cut it off right here because we don't want to bend this, seriously bend it, if that makes any sense. What we want to do is we want to lightly bend that up, just the lip, so we can pull this out. But the problem is, if this motherfucker goes all the way around this whole edge here, all the way around, and that's why I cut this off. Because when I remove a quarter panel, I kind of do it in sections. So I'm going to take my cutting wheel, and we're going to go ahead and cut that off real quick. And hopefully, this whole section will come off, and then all we got is this much left. So we only have to pry it up just a little bit to pull it out. We're going to go ahead and reset our camera back here. And then what I got, I'm using a die grinder air tool with a cutting wheel on it. And that's why I got my earplugs on. I've been working on this all day using a lot of air tools. Mainly the cutting wheel and this bitch right here. So these get real loud. So let me go ahead and cut this off and we'll see what happens. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to let you know, I am not going real fast with this. I'm doing it on purpose, going slow, because underneath this, we got another panel, and I don't want to cut through that. So you just got to, we're going to take our time, basically. Okay, you can see it coming off. Let's keep going. Okay, look what we got, guys. I'm going to cut this right here. That way I'll get this I'll get that later back here. I want to get this section out first. Now we got a problem right here. There's a spot weld, it looks like that we missed. These quarter panels are a very, very big bitch. Anybody that's done one of these knows. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend that up. And we're going to look at this lip right here, and I can see it right there. So I'm going to take my, you got it, air chisel. And what this is a special bit. This is called a spot weld buster. Now you can make that bit right there and it works very well, but when you buy one, it actually works better. So we're going to take this thing and then we're going to try to get this off of here. here, look at there. So we got one of the last pieces off. This is one of them right here. I'll go ahead and take my drill and I'll drill those out, and then I'll ease that out. What I'll do is I'm going to take this thing out in 3 sections. And to get that out in 3 sections, let's get our camera over here and get a better look at it. There we go. And to get it out in 3 sections, I'll have to cut it right here. And then I'll cut it right here. Just like that. So I'll take this section out, this section will come out, and this section will come out. Now on the drip rail, what I did on that drip rail, because I'm trying to keep this, I don't want to ruin it, is I took my cutting wheel and I cut the skin. And now what I'll do, I'll meticulously go back inside here and I will drill these little spot welds out all the way up, and I already started, and then I'll pull that out meticulously. Then I'll be able to bend this over lightly so I can save it and then reuse it. So that's basically how you would remove the lead from your vehicle when you are replacing full quarter panels. And this will be okay. I just got to get it back in place. We'll hammer and dolly that. But the problem you have is a lot of people are going to get a grinder out. They're going to start grinding this stuff, and it just makes a big fucking mess is all it does. It makes a big mess, and you're breathing the shit in, all right? You saw how long it took. We were live action camera, and all I got to do now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spot welds, and possibly one right here, 13, and one over here makes 14. I'll drill those out, okay, and we will pull this thing out of here, and then we'll lightly bend that up and put it all back together, and it's a done deal. I want to show you something else that's real important when you're restoring classic automobiles. Something else that's very important, especially a collector automobile like this. Let's move the camera back here. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to shut the trunk. And if you look real close, I kept this corner. I am keeping this because this is the factory corner that butt welds up to your Dutchman panel. Now this is not rotted out. It's not ruined. I can clean the back side of this. I'll put some Pour 15 on it. But what the situation is on a collector automobile such as this, you want to keep this because of that weld there and that weld right there. There's 2 welds on this. And if anybody that is interested in purchasing this automobile, the first thing they look at, the very first thing they look at is that spot weld and that weld right there. They will walk up to the car and they will glance to see if that is there. If this has Bondo over it, if it's one solid piece, they will know that there's Bondo in it immediately, or it's been welded up and grinded down. That is a no-no. So anybody that tells you when you replace the quarter panel, you need to take it off here, bullshit. Do not do it. If it is not rusted and rotted, you want to keep this corner. It's very crucial to do so. Let me get my camera set back up. Hang on 1 second. Okay, here we go. Now, there's one more thing I wanted to go over with you. And what we're going to go over real quick is this action that we're looking at right here. On the Mustangs, the B-pillar section where the latch goes, there we go. Okay, so this is actually a separate piece on a Mustang. Now, if you buy a Pontiac, I think if you get a GTO or a Chevrolet product, this actually comes with it. But on the Fords, this is a separate piece. So that's actually good because you don't want to replace this unless you have to. This is where our latch actually bolts to for our door. And don't ever remove this plate right here, this section, unless it's drastically necessary. If you want your doors to close factory, if you want them to close just like factory, do not remove this. So this one's in really good shape. We're not going to remove it. But what we are going to remove is the rest of this quarter panel. Now what I've already done, and you can, if you glance in, you can see I've already drilled out my spot welds right there. And I used a 9/16 drill bit to do that with. And the way that I like to remove, okay, when I'm keeping a piece, okay, remember I said I was keeping this. When I remove an old section like that, what I like to do is I like to remove it by hand. I take a carbon steel chisel, I sharpen it up as sharp as I can get it, and then I take my ball peen hammer, and then what I'll do is I cut it right here, and then I cut it here. You can see this piece is already gone. This is already removed. And then what I'll do is I'll take this, and I will bend it over. And normally what happens when you bend that over, if you get the spot welds correctly, because a lot of times you're going to miss spot welds. You're going to miss taking all the spot welds out. There's going to be one or two still left. But what we're doing is we are bending that over. And I see right here I didn't cut that, so we're going to go ahead and bend this too. We'll get all of it. And then what that's going to do, that by bending this is going to reveal the inside of this section so I can get to it with my chisel. Now normally this works, but if we have to go to drastic measures, then we get this out. So we're going to try to attempt to remove this with just a chisel and hammer. Let's see what kind of luck we have. So I'm going to take the chisel. Always wear your gloves, because if you hit your hand with the hammer, it's going to suck. So you want to pay attention. And then you see what's going on here. Okay, we're trying to remove. There we go. It's coming. Hang on 1 second. All right, so we got that one. Looks like I didn't get this edge. Okay, and then we're just going to work our way down the line. But this is how I remove spot welds when I want to keep a panel that is very important to keep, like this panel right here. Let me go ahead and move that right there. There we go. And then another reason we're using this instead of the chisel, if I use that air chisel, if I have to use that, what's going to happen? It is going to ruin the contour of this panel right here, and it's either going to bend it in or out. And we want to keep this as straight as possible. So it's very important to try to get it out like you're watching right here. There it is. And that's it. There you go. That's it, right there. So to remove this complete quarter panel and all this bullshit that you're looking at right here, there you go. That's a better picture of it. The tools that I used, I'm going to go ahead and put them in my hand and show you. And what you're looking at is basically what I used for this whole job is right here. This is it. Now, when you take a job on like this, you better be prepared. You better be prepared. If you have never done a job like this, you're looking at a lot of fucking nightmares, okay? You're looking at a lot of nights that you're not going to go to sleep. So it's very important to pay attention when somebody like myself is trying to teach you how to do something the right way. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. I'm gonna clean all this up. I still got a drill. Look at here, I forgot to take this off. This is actually the outer fender well that's left. And I got to drill these out. And I kind of set goals. I try to set goals when I do stuff. And my goal is today to finish this job. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, telling you that America sucks because America's done it to themselves. America has gotten lazy. America has relied on other beings to supply us. All right, has anybody ever heard the old saying, and if you're one of these young bucks, millennials or X generation or Z generation people, you probably don't even know this. All right, but there was a president of the United States, and it kind of went something like this. Don't ask your government what they can do for you, but what you can do for them. Basically, it's saying, don't think we're going to fucking take care of you, lazy ass. Get up, get a job, and go to work and support yourself. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, everybody's friend Pete, doing it right, doing it right, doing it right. Because if I'm not doing it right, I'm not fucking doing it at all. And that is the answer to you right there, to get off your ass and fucking do it. If it takes you a month to do a one-day fucking job, do it. If you have never done this before, dive into it. Dive into it like a giant swimming pool and start doing it. That's the only way you're going to learn, is if you yourself teaches yourself to do something right. It's a fucking jungle out there. It's a fiasco. It's a situation. But what it really is a bitch. Bitch. I got to get my glove off because I'm about ready to say goodbye, good night, happy Halloween, and we'll see you next time, bitch.